Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Old Fort Classic here at Harrison Fieldhouse. My name is Dion Amade, and we're brought to you by Bravado Wireless. BravadoWireless.com takes care of all your wireless needs. Right now, we're looking at the tip-off of the Nathan HALE versus the Fort Gibson Tigers, and Fort Gibson wins the toss, and my man Jackson Blunt will bring it up. Pass the ball to Edwards. Edward gets it over to Rowan. Both these teams in the consolation bracket, both of them playing last night and unfortunately losing. Close, really good game for Fort Gibson. Very impressed about what took place, and they're one of those teams that we mentioned in the game one of today's action that they played late last night and playing early this afternoon. They suffered a big-time defeat versus the Holbert team, who was pretty spectacular in their win against Fort Gibson. Fort Gibson did not go unfazed, though. They put up a pretty valiant effort, and I was impressed about, especially down the stretch. Just Holbert was just a little too much towards the end. Very disciplined bunch, but Fort Gibson still a team with a lot of talent, and most of that talent coming from the individual with the ball in his hand right now, Jackson Blunt. And man, you would have been proud of his performance if you witnessed it last night. Had some blood on the jersey, had to go out in the fourth quarter, took off the number 3 and came out of that tunnel with the number 14, and it was spectacular. His performance towards the end was something that was pretty impressive to witness. So hopefully he has a good outing tonight. On the other end, for this Nathan HALE bunch, they faced a Beggs team that was just extraordinarily athletic, and they displayed all their talents and athleticism on the floor last night as well. HALE still a team that, you know, although not as gifted athletically as Beggs was last night, they're still talented athletically. Love, the senior, and Lane, who got into some early foul trouble last night, are two athletes that are really good. And then number 0, who's carrying the ball right now, Lewis, is a guy who can score in bunches. So look for them to lean on him and his productivity throughout the game today. Lane finds Bill down low. Bill passes it back to Lewis. Love at the top of the key, decides to drive, but defense collapses. He kicks it back out to Bill. Bill kicks it to Lane. Lane shoots, and no good from 3 as Edward gathers the rebound. Edwards had a good shooting night last night from behind the arc, as Bill goes coast to coast to finish that layup, not affected by the challenge at the rim. Quentin Bill, the guy that can go one-on-one with anybody in this tournament, in my opinion. And here's Edwards. Knocking down the 3, getting on pace the way he did last night. There's Lewis, and he knocks down a 3 of his own. And I mentioned this is an athlete that can score in bunches, as Blunt turns that ball over, can't handle the pass. Lewis gets inside, mid-range jumper, and knocks it down. And with that score, Fort Gibson is going to call a timeout. can't let this game get away from you if you're Fort Gibson. With a 4-point deficit early in the fourth quarter, good timeout from the head ball coach. And we're going to go ahead and lay out a little bit, let you guys take part of this timeout, get a little drink, get a little water, and we'll be back with some action after the brief timeout. Rowan controlling the ball at the top of the key right now. Looks like he got a haircut from last night. Don't ask me why I notice these things, I just do. On your screen right there is Graves, as Coach London pats him on the back. Graves is one of those players for the Fort Gibson Tigers. That's the hustle guy, the glue guy that does all the dirty work and has great post moves. He unfortunately suffered what appeared to be an ankle injury last night, so you're not going to see him in the starting lineup or in the game today, but he will be surely missed because he puts out a lot of production for these Tigers. But hopefully they can find some points elsewhere with him on the bench. And Blunt loses control of that ball as he hits one of the HALE defenders on their feet, and they pick up the ball, and they're going the other way with it. See Lewis and Lane playing a little two-man game. Wrap around pass to Bill. Bill, three, no good. Rebound by Briggs. Briggs passes to Blunt. We're going the other way with it. Blunt drives, pass out to Rowan. Rowan steps into it, a little too hard, rebounded by Lane. Lane gets the ball up to McKinney. McKinney goes up for the layup. Blunt's in the lane, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Blunt. And McKinney's going to go to the line. That's Edwards for the three. Another three for Edwards as he's starting to continue his shooting streak from last night. Blunt gets into the lane, can't get that shot to fall as that ball rolls out. McKinney taking the ball to Bill. Bill swings it, then goes around, sets up the offense. Lewis threatens to shoot. Pump fake, gets the ball to Lane on the side. Back to Lewis at the top of the key. Bill takes it. Gets it to Lane. Lane decides to shoot it and knocks down the three. And this Nathan HALE bunch has come out in a flurry in this first quarter with a minute and 53 seconds left. Dennis shoots. Looked like he got fouled, but there's no call. McKinney and Blunt go up for the rebound. Goes out of bounds on McKinney, so it's going to go Blunt, so it's going to go the other way. Looks like a little trap defense. And that works for the Fort Gibson Tigers as a little turnover there for Fort Gibson going the other way. And as you can see, I don't know what's stronger right now, the shoe game of the Nathan HALE coach, Coach Mack. Looks like those are some off-white forces. But I don't know who purchased those, but those are some nifty shoes right there. My man Curtis Branch would be proud. We always love to appreciate the shoe game here at Bravado Wireless. Love has the ball at the top of the key, guarded closely by Briggs. Gets the ball to McKinney. McKinney driving the lane. Briggs gets a rip, gets a hand on it, and they're going to call it a jump ball. This just in from latest sporting news. Antonio Brown is going to be out on Sunday at the NFC Championship game where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will play the Green Bay Packers. So that's going to be a big blow to the offense for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But it just was announced, just dropped out of the sky, that Antonio Brown will be out on Sunday. As Blunt brings up the ball for the Fort Gibson Tigers. Gets the ball to Dennis. Dennis showing off the handles. He gets it to Rowan. Rowan trying for the three. No good as it bangs out. Dennis again being hassled by the HALE defenders. Briggs tries the elbow jumper. It's no good. Lane gets the rebound, but they're going to call a foul on Briggs as he tries to control that rebound. Looks like that's going to be a foul on number 10, Edwards. McKinney controls the inbounds as he gets it to Lewis. Lewis gets it to number 5, Bailey, and he gets the 2 points. Blunt goes for 3 at the end of the buzzer, and it's no good. And that's a great half of basketball for Nathan HALE and the off-white shoes of Coach Mack. It's going to be interesting to see how this Fort Gibson team comes back from this deficit, down 6 with the first quarter ending. But we're going to take a little quick break. I'm going to lay out and let you catch some of the action on the floor, and I'll be right back with you with the second quarter from Old Fort Classic here on Bravado Wireless. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the beginning of the second quarter here at the consolation bracket as the Fort Gibson Tigers take on the Nathan HALE Rangers. As Edwards continues his shooting streak from the outside, knocking down his third three-pointer of the game. All the offense seems to be coming from number 10 as he has 9 on the ball game. Bill has the ball at the top of the key, gets it to McKinney. McKinney gets it down low to Love. Love, cross-court pass to Bill. Bill threats to come in, doesn't, kicks it back out, gets to McKinney. McKinney knocks down the three. Man-to-man defense for Nathan Hale as they have Blunt in front of them. He's getting down low. Ball gets poked away, but it's gathered by Wicks. Wicks gets the ball to Blunt. Blunt can't control it. McKinney comes up with it. McKinney tries to pass down low to Bill, but it's intercepted by Dennis. Dennis going the other way with it. Pops it out to Edwards. Edwards pump fakes, gets the shot off, and misses. Bill has the ball at the top of the arc, gets the ball down low to Love. Love pops it back out to McKinney. McKinney goes cross-court with it, goes through the hands of Bailey, and that's an out-of-bounds pass, and that's going to be a turnover. Check out this replay as McKinney knocks down that three-point basket. Rowan gets into the scoring column as he knocks down that three ball. Looks like that new haircut is doing good things for him from behind the arc. As Lane gets fouled as he gets into the lane. That's going to be Rowan's first foul of the afternoon. Last night seemed to find himself in a little bit of foul trouble as McKinney leaves that shot a little short. Wick gets the pass in the top of the paint, and he gets fouled, but he's going to be on the floor. Rowan gets the ball at the top of the key, gets it to Wick. Wick looking for Blunt. Blunt gets around, and that's going to be a clear foul by Lewis as he tries to poke that ball from behind. And that's going to be 3 fouls on Lewis, which is going to be pretty dangerous because he provides a lot of offensive production for the Nathan Hale Rangers. I wouldn't imagine that we're going to see him come back into the game until after halftime. As Blunt knocks down that three-point basket for the Tigers. McKinney almost gets that pass stolen. Bill almost gets it stolen by Rowan, but they control it. Lane gets to the top of the key, slips. And going the other way is Dennis, but he misses. But Edwards is there to clean it up with the offensive rebound. And right now, it looks like Wick is down.
And the Tigers number 33, Ethan Briggs.
back to action as Fort Gibson Tigers regain possession. Dennis bringing the ball up the floor. He finds Rowan on the left side there, gets the ball to him. Briggs gets it to Blunt down low, and they're going to call a foul on Love. And ever since the second half of last night's game versus Holbert, Blunt has spent a majority of his time offensively in the low block in the post, trying to take advantage of some of these smaller guards. Sanchez from Holbert was giving Blunt a little trouble on the perimeter last night. Then the coach wisely puts him on the low block against the undersized Sanchez, and he took full advantage of him until they had to make the switch on a bigger defender to be on Blunt. But ever since then, he's kind of like that low block positioning, and he's kind of trying to eat from there. Dennis takes a three. Rowan goes up with the offensive rebound, kicks it back out. Blunt for the three and knocks it down. That's what you get with extra effort. Rowan doing a good job of going up, being strong, gathering that rebound, kicking it back out, finding an open Blunt, and he knocks down that three-point basket, bringing the lead to 3 for Fort Gibson. Off-target pass intercepted by Blunt. Blunt going the other way with it, and he's going to go up strong and try to finish, but he is going to draw the foul as he misses the basket. And Blunt's second free throw rims out, and Love gathers the rebound. Lane brings it up the floor. Gets it to Johnson as Johnson has just entered the game, and then a wraparound pass. And they almost execute the lob. Love can't finish the play, but Rowan coming. And they're going to call a foul on Lane. That's going to be his second personal foul. Rowan's going to miss. With a little over 2 minutes left in the first half. Lane tries to pass to Bill. He gets it stolen by Rowan. Rowan behind the back pass to Dennis. Dennis in the lane, misses, but Blunt gets the offensive rebound, gets the putback, doesn't get it, but does get the foul. Blunt misses the first. Leaves that short a little bit. Smart coaches would just assist him by saying, bend those knees. Blunt rocking some new tennis shoes this afternoon, I see. Seem to be different from the ones that he was wearing last night. Wonder if we can get a little close up on those. They're going to call a foul on Dennis as he tries to poke that ball away from Lane. Dennis gets his first personal foul. And look at those sweet, colorful shoes down there. Looks like he's rocking the KD 13s. Haven't seen a lot of those this season. Jackson Blunt presses the ball up the floor, takes the long three, knocks the long three down. And they're going to call a foul. It looks like it's going to go on Blunt. That's going to be his second on the afternoon. But check out that one from deep range. Rowan, Retz gets to the side, but can't get the layup coming from the baseline to go. McKinney has the ball at the top of the key, gets the bounce pass to Lane. Lane thinks about it. Now in a trap. Gets the ball around to McKinney. McKinney divides the trap. And they call a travel on him. They get Blunt down at that low post once again. Gets the ball around to Rowan. Rowan gets the ball to Edwards. Edwards can't really handle the pass cleanly, and they're going to call a travel on him. And Rowan almost with another steal as he jumps into the passing lane, lightning quick.
Back into the Rangers, LeBron Lewis.
Pass cross court to McKinney. McKinney divides and multiplies as he gets that 2 to go. Blunt, mid-range jumper, can't hang on to it. And they're going to call a loose ball foul. Looks like it's going to be on number 12, Rowan. No, excuse me, Edwards is who they call that on. And it's going to be his second personal foul.
Also back in number 5, Kamari Bailey.
Hey, talk about 21. We're finished. Hey, we're finished. Talk about it. George, what do you got? Go get it, Zach. Go get it, Kamari.
Kenny hits those free throws and less than 20 seconds left in the first half. See if this Fort Gibson team holds the ball for the last shot. Edwards gets it inside to Wick. Wick thinks about it but pulls it down. Blunt tries to drive the lane, and they're going to call a travel on Blunt. looks like Nathan Hale is over here trading offense for defense. And it's off lane with the almost half-court range. Takes it, and it's just a little off. But a good first half for Nathan Hale and for Gibson. Fort Gibson leads the way by 3, 29-26. We'll lay out here, and then we'll bring you some more basketball action with the rest of this game in the second half.
Seth Rowan with 3, Ethan Briggs with 2.
Ready to go. Welcome back to the Old Fort Classic. Second half action for the Nathan Hale Rangers versus the Fort Gibson Tigers. Nathan Hale and Fort Gibson having a pretty good first half. Fort Gibson up by 3. But Nathan Hale started off that first quarter on fire. Fort Gibson battling their way back in the second, able to take the lead and hold on to it. See what they have in store for us here in the second half. As Blunt goes up strong for the rebound, finds his way to the basket and finishes. Edwards brings the ball down. Very brisk pace. Gets the ball to Blunt. Back to Edwards. Edwards takes a deep 3 and knocks it down. That's his 4th three-pointer on the evening. Had 2 in the first half. Only missed, I want to say, 2 of those, so I think it was 3 for 5 from 3-point range, and now make that 4 for 6. Blunt can't hold on to that. And because of that, Blunt gets control, and Fort Gibson calls a timeout. So with that timeout, we're going to take a little break ourselves. You can check out the replays, and we'll get back to you after a quick timeout. Dennis knocks down that 3 as we come back from timeout. Defended by Love, but to no avail as Dennis knocks down that 3 with ease. Lane tries to knock down one of his own, but misses off the tip of the rim. Dennis pushes the ball as he's instructed to. Walks into the trap, gets it over to Blunt though. Blunt with Lane guarding him. Tries to turn the corner, gets some help, backs down the defense, and backs it down into 2 points. And with Graves out of the game, you're starting to see Blunt have to play that low block a little more. And with that being said, you can start to see the physicality come around from Blunt, because those are the plays you normally see Graves make. Goes in and battles down low, but now that he's out, Blunt's having to do the dirty work himself. Lewis back in the game, gets the ball over to Bill. Bill doesn't hesitate, goes ahead, shoots the 3, can't control it. Love almost gets the rebound, but Briggs snatches it away from him. Dennis behind the back, looking for Blunt. Instead goes to Edwards. Edwards, no hesitation, takes the 3, misses. Bill tries to get around Edwards, he does, but he passes it back to the top of the key to Lane. Lane gets it over to Lewis. Lewis takes the 3, misses. Defensive rebound by Edwards. Edwards, corner, takes the shot, no hesitation, misses. And he rushed it. You could definitely tell that he definitely rushed that shot, and now he's taken 2 attempts. The last 2 attempts have been no good. Just got to calm down, set your feet, and let it fly.
Timeout on the floor in charge to Nathan Hale. It's going to be a 30-second timeout.
And we're going to take a quick timeout as well, as both of these teams going over to the side to get instructions from their coach. I'll go ahead and get some instructions from my producer, and we'll come back after these quick timeouts. Out of the timeout, Lewis gets a long outlet pass to Bailey. Bailey gets it to Love. Love, nice move inside, and he finishes. Rowan at the top of the key, guarded by Lewis. Rowan gets the ball to Edwards. Briggs gets it down low to Blunt. Blunt gets it in the low block and gets the dirty bucket. Get out the pails. Get out the mop. Mr. Blunt's cleaning everything up down low. Blunt almost with the steal, but knocks it out of bounds. Lewis gets the ball to Lane at the top of the key. Lane hesitates. Lewis doesn't, as he takes that three-point basket that rattles out quickly, but Bailey gets the offensive rebound and finishes rather quickly too. Rowan off the dribble, beats Bailey, goes to the hoop, can't finish. A little too hard off the glass. McKinney going the other way, just slicing, dicing, getting through the defense, and doesn't get the basket, but there's Love to clean up the glass and get the offensive putback. Edwards in the corner being guarded by McKinney. Gets the ball to Blunt, guarded by Lane, sees hand down, man down, take the shot, and he knocks it down. Lane, 3 for him own. 3 for himself. That's a no good. Miss. We're going the other way with Blunt. Blunt sees Dennis by himself, passes a little too high off target, but Dennis rises in the paint over Lewis and gets the 2-point basket. Lewis brings it back. Dennis tries to steal it, but he gets the ball to Lane. Lane pushes it back to Lewis. Lewis gets it across the court to McKinney. McKinney is driving, finds himself in a trap, goes back into the trap, kicks it back out to Lane. Lane drives, kicks out to Bailey. Bailey thinks about it, then second guesses. Lewis does it, takes the 3, no good. And that ball's going to stay right here as Rowan touches it as it goes out of bounds. Bill gets to the top of the key. He swings it to Lewis. Lewis tries to get it over to Love. Love barely gets it as he's triple teamed. He kicks it back out to Bill. Bill hits the back of the iron, and it's no good. Blunt gets the offensive rebound, and we're going the other way. Gets into the lane quickly, misses the dribble, And as he hits the floor, Fort Gibson's head coach calls a timeout. So with that being said, it's going to be a 30-second timeout. We're going to take one as well, and then we're going to come back and bring you the rest of this third quarter with 1 minute and 19 seconds left here on Bravado Wireless.
Other wireless companies need 4-page brochures to explain plans that are too complicated and cost way too much. We are not like the others. We are Bravado Wireless. We offer 1 line of unlimited talk, text, and 4G LTE data for only $40 per month, with no minimum number of lines and no hidden fees. This is your year to be bold, connect fast at the best price. We live where you live, and we are proud to be a part of your community here in Eastern Oklahoma. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back to bravadowireless.com as we witness the old Fort Classic here at Fort Gibson High School at Harrison Fieldhouse. Fort Gibson leading the way, 46-32. There's Blunt battling down low. And Cloud's going to be on the floor, so going to see the Tigers get another offensive possession. Edwards going to back it out as McKinney guards him, gets it to Blunt, guarded by Lane. Lane learning from that last possession to keep a hand in Blunt's face. Rowan gets the ball at the corner, guarded by Bill. Briggs almost gathers the rebound. And Briggs, with his effort played, gets the ball off of Bill, and it's going to stay down here with the Fort Gibson Tigers. Briggs gets the ball, gets Blunt the ball down low. He makes a nice move and gets Lane on his feet. Lane has to push him, and that's going to be another foul on Lane, and that's going to be Lane's 3rd foul. Blunt pulls the ball out, gets it to Rowan at the corner. With 10 seconds left. Looks like they're content to wait to get the last shot. Rowan kicks it out to Briggs. Briggs hits it with the corner, puts it back up and doesn't get it. And Dennis is down as he grabs his ankle. Been a series of guys grabbing their ankles for the Fort Gibson Tigers. He would be the 3rd. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take a timeout, take a break, and we'll get a couple words from Bravado Wireless before we begin the 4th quarter.
You are called to be bold. You have a right to the best wireless service, high-speed internet, and customer service at a price you can feel good about. At Bravado Wireless, we know this, and that's why we put you and your community first. We are owned and operated right here in Eastern Oklahoma. We live where you live. We proudly connect you to your family, friends, and business partners wherever they are. Dallas, Seattle, Taipei, Toronto, and anywhere else in the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
action for Gibson basketball.
Ready? Welcome back to the Old Fort Classic here at Fort Gibson High School at the Harrison Fieldhouse. Watching the Nathan Hale Rangers take on the Fort Gibson Tigers as we begin the fourth quarter, as Fort Gibson leads the way 46-32. It's been a pretty good game. Fort Gibson finding a way to pull ahead in the second quarter and now extending their lead in the third. Going to be interesting to see how Hale decides to cut into this one in the fourth and see if they can make a little bit of a comeback. Great defensive possession right there. It's one way to get it done. Like my man Curtis Branch says, one possession at a time, one basket at a time. Lewis gets the ball top of the key. He gets it to McKinney. McKinney tries to get it to Love, but Rowan does a good job of getting his hand in there, and Blunt's coming the other way with it. Dennis seems to be okay as he went down with an injury at the end of that third quarter, but he's back in the game and seems to be all right. Nice pump fake by Dennis, but he's short. Does get the offensive rebound, but loses control of it as it goes out of bounds. Lewis with the three, no good. Rebounded by Blunt, pressed up the court by Rowan, and just a little too much on that pass as Rowan can't handle it. One of the cheerleaders can, though, as she retreats the ball and gets it to our official. Lane gets into the lane. There's a foul there. See what the refs call. Looks like they're going to call a foul on Edwards. That's going to be his fourth. Bill gets it, takes the three, knocks the three down, making it an 11-point lead for the Tigers. Blunt with the ball top of the key. He gets it to Rowan. Rowan guarded by Bill aggressively. Briggs gets it at the top of the free throw line, but misses that mid-range jumper. Bill pushing the ball forward, gets the ball to Lane. Lane takes the ball, shoots in stride. It's no good as it bounces off the rim. Dennis almost gets that thing poked away, but gets some help. Blunt fights over the top of Lane to get it. Lane almost gets his hand on the ball as the pass is being passed to Edwards. Edwards gets it back to Blunt at the top of the key. Lane creates some space. Love comes over to help. They're going to call a travel, though. Blunt gets an explanation from the referee. But there is a timeout. So with that timeout, we'll take 1-2, and we'll come back with the rest of this fourth quarter at the Old Fort Classic here at Fort Gibson High School.
Bravado Wireless is committed to doing our part in the COVID-19 safety measures. Our customers have the ability to pay online.
You are called to be bold. You have a right to the best wireless service, high-speed internet, and customer service at a price you can feel good about. At Bravado Wireless, we know this, and that's why we put you and your community first. We are owned and operated right here in Eastern Oklahoma. We live where you live. We proudly connect you to your family, friends, and business partners wherever they are. Dallas, Seattle, Taipei, Toronto, and anywhere else in the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter of the Nathan Hale versus Fort Gibson game here at the Old Fort Classic at Harrison Fieldhouse. My name is Deanna Mate. This telecast is brought to you by Bravado Wireless, bravadowireless.com, providing all your cellular needs, lines for only $40 a month. Right now, Fort Gibson has the lead on Nathan Hale by 11, doing a good job of battling back and forth. And I'm telling you right now, the game appears closer than what it shows on the scoreboard. Both these teams have been doing a good job as Nathan Hale sets up the trap out of that situation. Dennis coming around, looks like he needs a little help, but he breaks the trap, gets the ball all the way to the corner to Edwards. Edwards pump fakes, gets inside for the mid-range jumper, but misses it off the back iron. Gets the ball in front to Love. Love underneath the basket. But Blunt fouls him on the ground as he hits the pump fake.
Fouls number 3, Jackson Blunt, third personal, third team foul.
Three-point shot, no good. Dennis gets the rebound. Blunt brings it up, finds his way into the trap, gets the ball to Briggs. Briggs turns around, gets it off the glass, by himself down low, and gets the 2. Looks like we're looking at a 2-3 zone here. Bill drives, kicks it out to Lewis. Lewis for 3, no good. Blunt with the rebound. Looks like this Nathan Hale team needs to work on a little bit of second chance opportunities, getting some offensive rebounds, especially in this fourth quarter if they're going to want to make a comeback, as Rowan gets that baseline jumper to fall. Lead back up to 15. McKinney goes down low, gets it to Love, and it looks like going into a full court trap once again is Nathan Hale. And that's going to be a foul on Love. That's going to be his third. See McKinney crash into the lane, finding Love, and Love gets it up off the glass. Blunt down low, battling and getting the bucket. Kenny thinks about it at the three-point line. Decides to go around, goes to through Briggs, and nifty move right there. McKinney making it look hard, but making it look good. And
Back in for him, number 25, Xavier Love.
And with that foul right there, Lewis fouls out of the game. He has to take an early exit with 2 minutes and 56 seconds left. Blunt and Lane battling at the top of the key. They're going to call another foul on the floor, and it's going to be on number 1 Lane. That's going to be his 4th. They're going to call a timeout on the floor. Nathan Hale is. So with that being said, we're going to get a timeout ourselves. Then we're going to come back and bring you the rest of this fourth quarter with 2 minutes and 44 seconds left, and Fort Gibson leading the way 52-39.
Other wireless companies need 4-page brochures to explain plans that are too complicated and cost way too much. We are not like the others. We are Bravado Wireless. We offer one line of unlimited talk, text, and 4G LTE data for only $40 per month, with no minimum number of lines and no hidden fees. This is your year to be bold, connect fast at the best price. We live where you live, and we are proud to be a part of your community here in Eastern Oklahoma. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back. Midway, most of the way through the fourth quarter with 2 minutes and 22 seconds left. Fort Gibson still leads the way, 52-39. As you can see, Nathan Hale being rather aggressive defensively, setting these traps and trying to get the ball away from the Fort Gibson players. Blunt somehow, some way gets around all the defenders and gets the bucket to go. And they call Blunt on a foul. And that's going to be his fourth. And it's going to be another timeout for Nathan Hale. And so with that being said, since it's a full, we'll go ahead and take a full timeout ourselves, and we'll bring you right back to the action after these quick messages from Bravado Wireless. Welcome back to the fourth quarter. Fort Gibson still leading the way, 54-39. Almost a technical foul here, but we got everything under control. We got everything communicated. Now we're back to the action. Like the communication between the referees there. One of the things that's interesting about everything that's going on in this pandemic situation, now that in this Old Fort Classic, they've explained to everybody that's coming in and out of the stadium, is a situation where you can only stay for your team's games. You can't stay for the other team, just to keep the social distancing at bay and get all these spectators in so they can watch their teams play. And with that being said, there's these tournaments aren't as full as they normally are from year to year, where you get, you know, a number of fan bases from different schools in at certain times to watch other teams play. So because that, the crowd is a little low and the attendance is lower, so you can hear more of the action from the referees and the coaching staff and the players on the floor. It's been very fascinating to hear what these young kids and these referees and the coaching staffs have to say throughout the game. And because of that, we got a chance to hear just then, at that second, a technical foul that we thought was about to take place that didn't take place. And we saw the communication between the referees, and it's something that, you know what, I like to hear those things. I like to be aware and be privy to that information. As Briggs knocks down those free throws. Blunt gets the ball inside to Edwards. Edwards gets it to Rowan. Rowan bounces the ball, drives the lane, kicks it out to Dennis. Dennis holds it with 46 seconds left, then drives the lane, thinks about it, misses the layup, gets the offensive rebound though, and pushes it back up to Rowan. Rowan holds it. Rowan content with holding it. Get the clock down. Now we're at the 22nd mark of the fourth quarter. Rowan bouncing the ball again. Bill and Rowan doing a little individual competition dribbling drill here as Edward holds on to it as we get down to 4. And that's going to be the end of the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. With the final score, Fort Gibson 58, Nathan HALE 39. And with that being said, Fort Gibson will advance to the 1:30 game on Saturday, where they'll play the winners of Stillwell versus Oklahoma Union. And it looks like HALE will move on to the 10:30 game on Saturday. Well, they will play I don't know exactly who they'll play yet, but we'll get you that information once we find that out. But with that being said, that's going to be the end of this game, and then we'll move on for more basketball action when we get done. And it looks like it's going to be the Fort Gibson JV team facing the Hilldale girls team, and at the 1 o'clock game. So we'll be right back after these messages from Bravado Wireless, and I, along with my partner Curtis Branch, will preview that game after these quick messages.